It's your boy DJ Wolf here again. Hey, on a Friday afternoon. Good Friday, matter of fact. Yeah, good foot. No, it's a Good Friday Passover weekend. I'm actually glad this week is over with. I thought the traffic would be a little lighter than usual today, but apparently it's not. I got a couple of plans this weekend. I know I'm going to see the Wizards tomorrow, I think. And I'm going to do something special for the lady. Anyway, there's a couple other things that I got going on here, but I know I'm going to do a live podcast. Hoping to do one tonight. Definitely going to try to do one tomorrow. Got a couple things on my mind. I was listening to some Bruno Mars over matter of fact, it was Bruno Mars and Cardi B over the airwaves just a second ago. And I recall a couple of video podcasts on YouTube, and I think a couple right here on Spreaker, where a couple of people were talking about cultural appropriation. It's more to do with people who actually are going outside their culture and making waves on your culture. I kind of got mixed reviews about that. And the reason why I say that is because I don't really, personally, if you're doing the damn thing, on one hand, I don't have a problem with it. I only have a problem with it if you don't acknowledge the people who came before you. You know. If you're doing the thing that you're supposed to be doing, at least in this day and age, you shouldn't have to worry about anybody trying to take over your music. But if they are, step up your game. Notice in the 1940s, well, late 40s and 50s, you had artists like Elvis Presley and Pat Boone trying to step to the plate to do black music, or what they called back in that day, colored music. What did black people do next? They invented soul music. And then in the 70s, white people came back and invented disco. And then we rolled with it. And we dominated disco. Because their version of disco sucked. Okay, except for the Bee Gees. Bee Gees was awesome. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That was like one of the baddest soundtracks in the history of music, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, definitely of that era. It dominated the era. I'll tell you more about that later. Matter of fact, I'll probably Wikipedia that mug and give you a whole report on that. Because that Saturday Night Fever soundtrack was deadly. And I don't mean it in a bad way. It was a vicious album. That album had song after song after hit after hit. It was just a big record. The movie, it was okay. The movie was okay. It could have been a better movie. I could have wrote a better script than that. Way better script than that. Believe me. And I'll tell you about that as well. Matter of fact, I might do a whole segment on that. Because really, that actually, to me, that decade, including the decade when the Bee Gees had landed, they started doing a string of hits between the mid-70s all the way to about the 80s, man, where they had crossed over all over the place. I think they were one of the biggest crossover acts of their era, outside the Jacksons. That's real talk. They were a big deal. You know, I had the soundtrack. I don't know what the hell I did with it. But anyway, nevertheless, cultural appropriation. You know, okay, you got the likes of Bruno Mars, Cardi B, Britney Spears had done it one time, Eminem. I could go on and on. Quite Justin Timberlake and his old NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys and bunch of other boy bands who actually did copy off a lot of black groups. I'll say that. You know, like I said, I'm kind of a little bit on the mix side, not really. But here's the thing. Who gonna stop those guys from making music similar to ours? If it's good, it's good. But I will say that. But black people, feel some kind of way about it, and I understand that. Because every time we try to do something in music or anything else, here they come with the Great White Hope. But that's how it is. It's called competition. We might own record labels. We might invent dances and crazes and music styles, all of that. But we don't own all of that. It ain't like, hey, government says black people can create black music and nobody else can do that. There's no such thing. There is no such thing. I'm sorry. There is no such thing as that. And any more than people could say, well, you don't have education, you can't be educated because you're not white enough, or you can't go to the school. You know what I'm saying? We have no right to do that either, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, you can call it what you want, cultural appropriation, but hell, people buying it, what the fuck you want to do about it? Unless you actually own whoever that white artist is, a record company, or something to do with a record contract with them. There's nothing you can, outside of that, short of that, you can't do anything about it. You really can't. They can have their cake and eat it too. They're going to make their music and make money off of it too, just like we do, regardless of what kind of music it is. And cultural appropriation, to sit there and, I know what they're saying, and I do understand the sentiments about it. I really do. But on the other hand, I mean, you're wasting time talking about, well, we don't want them, man. We're our music, man. This is our music. Okay, I kind of got that. Oh, what you doing? I kind of got that, but on the other hand, like, what you going to do about it? Nothing. You can't stop them guys from making black music. Now, if it's something they saying with some racist overtones, that's another story. But if you're talking about just making music that's good, that everybody like, and I do mean everybody, you can't do that, nothing about that. No. The only way that'll happen is if people stop buying their music. There's a lot of R&B music and hip-hop music that I don't like. And it ain't because they're black. It's just because the music is terrible. And there's some music that's done, hip-hop music and R&B music that's done by white people and others that I do like, because they do a good job of it. That's why I kind of don't believe in that cultural appropriation bullshit when it comes to music. That's just all hype. That's just because hip hoppers who are so terrible at what they do, or R&B artists who aren't that good, or used to be good and aren't that great anymore, don't want you to be buying the competitors' music. That's all it's about. So to be honest, if you white, black, Latino, or whatever, and you make good music, who cares? Seriously, who cares? I don't give a damn about it. Because you know what? When you come right down to it, as long as that music is good enough for me to put asses on the floor, I could care less. Especially when I'm DJing. Don't care. I don't care. I really don't care. Because I got music by all kind of artists. Believe me, I got rock, funk, soul, jazz. I might even have a little country. I doubt. No, I don't have no country. Hip hop. Rap, R&B. I got all that. So for me personally, I don't care if the music is good. And if it's gonna put people on the floor, I don't care. I really don't. And as a DJ who's been doing this off and on for 20 some odd years, I gives a fuck about whether they're white, black, pink, or blue. Only thing I care about is good music. And I come from an era of acts acts like the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, the Monkees, the Mamas and Papas, all those guys, along with the Temptations, the Four Tops, and Supremes, and James Brown, Michael Jackson. So, to me, nobody complained about it that much. It was just plain out good music. Period. You know, non-guys, hip-hop guys who feel some kind of way, feeling that their fan base is being stolen by people of color who actually do music just as good as they do, in some cases better. And yes, I will attest to it, and yes, I said it. You know, so if you want to debate me on, you know where to reach me at. DJWolfLive@gmail.com and DJWolfLive@AOL.com. You know, I'm going to try to see if I can get a special number out tonight. Actually, I have one on Blog Talk Radio, if I can get Blog Talk Radio back up. Because I'm telling you, if I don't get it up this weekend, and I'm talking about when I start, the next time I do Blog Talk Radio, I'm just going to drop Blog Talk Radio for good. I really am. Because actually, the last live podcast I did was on Spreaker. The whole show. First time I've ever done it on Spreaker with a call-in. Ever. So. And it turned out very successful. I could hear it. You know, actually, a little beat was on there with me. And we did 90 minutes flat out straight talk. And we're going to do it again. He actually supposed to come over because we got some things going on this weekend. So, it's traffic. It ain't that well. I guess it's a little bit. But that's kind of what I want to say about that. I want to talk about a couple other things too. We're going to probably get into the topics of things about. Are you still going to keep coming, woman? You guys on the way. Probably about stuff regarding church and stuff like that. That was the other thing I wanted to. I mentioned this in another podcast, but I probably hadn't released it yet. But I'll go ahead and talk about it right now while I'm thinking about it. You know, Easter. Man, let me tell you about a story right quick. Many years ago when I lived in Cleveland, our family tradition, which is that's going to be kind of an odd statement, but our family tradition during my time when I lived at home, every Easter, this is no joke, and I know other black families that did it too. I know several families did it. Every Easter, of course, right around this time, right around this weekend time, and maybe before that, everybody would hit the stores, especially on the Friday when school was out on a Good Friday and Passover. And bulks of family would go out to the stores and shop for food, you know, like Easter eggs and ham and all that stuff. And guess what else they would go to do? Shop for Easter clothes, of course. So you can make that big trip to church and show out in the new threads. Ask me how I know? Well, I'll tell you so. Because it's true. That's something that I did, that we were doing for years when I lived at home when I was a kid. We did it quite often, and we did it all the time. Trust me. And to be honest, I was excited about getting new Easter clothes because I know I could wear them throughout the year. But it was crazy. Now I'm going to tell you, as an adult, I don't do that. What I am going to do, I was thinking about getting me a new shirt and a new pair of shoes, but I don't really need those shoes though. So I'm actually good on both. But the shirts I do need, but that's it. I had bought a suit. Matter of fact, I bought a couple of suits about 3 months ago. So I'm as far as if I'm doing it for Easter, it's gonna look new. It ain't gonna be new, but it's gonna look new. And I was supposed to be taking a couple of them to cleaners. I ain't gonna do it. But anyway, what I'm saying is, you ain't gotta do all that for Easter. Some people just I don't know. Some people are just freaking extra, man. I mean, extra for no real reason. You know, I mean, it's okay to, you know, dress up for Easter and all that. Of course, I mean, if you're churchgoer. But to sit there and spend a whole half a day trying to buy new clothes, you know, just so you could wear it, and some of y'all ain't going to come back for months on end, and then you'll be wearing that new suit all over again, 3-4 months down the road. But you know, I don't know, just something to me that's really extra about when our people were doing that back in the day. I never understood that though. Every Easter you will go buy new clothes, just go dress and go to church for one day. Never understood that. Is it me or any of y'all family members do that or still doing it as a tradition? I can't do that. You know. I know we do some extra. Damn, I didn't know it was this late. I know we do some extra stuff as African Americans, but damn, man. Damn. Really? Damn. You know, that's what I say all the time. I was like, oh my God. But, you know, that's us, man. We like to look good when we going out. And I'm one of them too. You know, I ain't gonna lie. Regardless of where I go. You know. Because I even taught my son about being prideful of himself and where he go. Because you never know, man. You trying to talk to a girl, you got here all buckshot, and the beat up, half combed and mouth look a mess because like you just woke up, and yeah, you don't be doing that. You won't look presentable at all times. My dad always said that. He told me the same thing. You don't look presentable, man. You want to look like you're about something, which is basically what I told my son. And truthfully, he took that word to heart. I'm glad. I'm going there looking all crusty and stuff, man. You don't want to do that anyway, Yeah, because I know a few times I have over since I've been an adult. I rarely do unless I'm working on something. Unless I'm actually working on something, you might catch me looking like that. Damn, why I come out this way? Damn. But nevertheless, we do like to look sharp on Easter. I'll be the first one to say that. We do it all the time. Nothing wrong with that sometimes. Actually, never mind. I gotta get my car washed. But nevertheless, that's all I got. Sometimes I just tap myself out when I ain't got nothing to talk about. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to talk about. And I'll be honest with you. I don't blame this cat for doing it. Recently, Tommy Sotomayor, fellow YouTuber, one of the only YouTuber that I actually met in person in the last 3 years. Although he's not the only one I've talked to that I've directly talked with, but he recently pulled up stakes, man, and he's trying to make a move out of YouTube. I think he pretty much done it. I'll be honest, I really don't blame him. I can't say I don't blame him. And here's a couple of reasons why. One of the reasons I don't blame him is because when you have an opinion about something, especially around black YouTubers, well, I don't know about white women, but I know black YouTubers in particular, and that's what I'm talking about. You have an opinion about something. I don't care how negative you think that they think it might be, or not. Bama's always got something nasty to say to you. Like, for example, you can say the sky's blue and the sky actually is blue. And he's like, nah, motherfucking bitch, you got clouds in it, and shut the fuck up. Something stupid like that. I mean, seriously though. Just anything to try, to start some old bullshit. Niggas just don't know how to conduct themselves no matter what. Even online they don't. I mean, damn, come on now. Have some kind of freaking decorum about you. I mean, I cuss too, but usually what come to me, and I shouldn't be cussing at all, myself. But I don't cuss at somebody calling them out by their name. No. That's something I don't do. If I do it, you piss me off bad. I'm not going to cuss you out over a simple conversation like, oh, the sky blue and, it don't look cloudy. The sun's out. I said, clouds are gray. It's about to rain. Bitch. Just say something really extra stupid. Just for the sake of it. In a lot of cases, I say some of them just trying to sound tough. But to me, it's a Bamish ass way of showing your toughness. It's very Bamish, and you're doing it on a computer on top of that. That's another whole story. I know, dude. Really, you can't wait that bad. You might as well stay where the hell you're at, because I'm not moving to the damn traffic move. These people be extra on here, like on the roads. The same way people are extra on the roads. And I'm not going to be, I think this is ridiculous. I mean, people are, I guess they're also going to try to go around, but this is a one-way lane right here. You can't go block this lane out here. That lane goes the opposite direction, you dummy. People on the roads, they do the same thing all the time. They get extra on these roads, man. They get extra on doing all kind of stupid stuff. Here I'm 15 minutes late to get to gym because I wanted to get there early. I thought I was going to get there early because I thought traffic was going to be light today. But I know I would have left 5 minutes early. I really would have. I'm like, damn. Come on, what y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Don't be scared. Drive like they are, though. They really do. Oh, my God. This traffic is hella bad, too, man. Can't go anywhere right now. I ain't supposed to go anywhere. You know why? Because the guy's against you. But no, I was getting back to Tommy. Tommy pulled up stakes recently. He basically shut down his entire YouTube operation. I think he has like one channel that you can get to, and I happened to watch some of it last night, some of it this morning, where he's giving praise to people who've donated to him over the years and recently. He has a new subscription channel on Twitch, which I actually do have a membership with Twitch. I hadn't set up my channel on there yet. I plan on it. I plan on it for real. I just haven't gotten started officially. But and I do plan on doing it. I just don't know when. It may be more if I do mine on Twitch, it may be like an entertainment channel or something like that. That's really what I want to make. I may be switching to from YouTube. I don't know yet. I haven't decided, but we'll see. Because I was planning on getting another type of channel where I would be doing more content, because I got 3 or 4 different channels I'm going to do. But I want to get talking about Tommy first, and then I'm going to get to my, I got to say, about him. And then I'm going to get to talking about my stuff. But I think, really, to be honest, I think Tommy made the right move. Because, and I don't blame him. There are a couple of reasons why I don't blame him. For one, like I was saying before, I experienced the same stuff. But his was a lot worse, man. People have literally threatened his family. And I'm going to tell you right now, for me personally, that'll be a problem. For whoever doing this shit. Excuse my French. Because you're a YouTuber, and it's all conversation. No one's threatening you. At least I don't. I have never threatened anybody on YouTube in the almost 10 years I've been on. Because it's just talk. And some of y'all have not learned how to use any common fucking sense, because some of y'all ain't raised right. I'm going to be honest with you. Some of you not. But y'all don't want to hear that. You want everybody to just praise you all the time. No. I'm not going to give you praise for you acting like a fucking retard. I'm not going to do it. Period. I don't think anybody should be getting praised for acting stupid. I don't care who you are. I don't give a fuck. That's part of the problem now. Praising, some people get praised for doing the dumbest stuff. Real talk. Doing dumb shit. And you got all these moms like, hey, baby, he all right. He ain't doing nothing. I've heard that for years. Not about me, though. I'm being serious about that. I heard about other people who get praised, and you're like, really? I just don't get it. I just don't freaking get it. Man, this traffic is bad. It's bad for us right, man. I should have left. I should have been going. But, I don't agree with Tommy with everything. There's some other things I don't agree with. I heard somebody else talking about the other night, and I totally ride with them on that about Tommy, because Tommy's actually I've been talking about this movie for 4 years, at least, and I've been watching for almost 4 or 5 years, and I ain't seen him put a dent in it. Yet, TBA, Black Authority, TBA has done, well, he's getting ready to release his 3rd movie in about 4 years. Really about 3 years, actually, because I think What's It Called came out in 2015, if I'm not mistaken. And he started that in 2014. But I got, but anyway, to make a long story short, he's already released, this is going on his third one since 2014. Tommy been talking about the same movie for years. It does not take no 5 years to do no movie. I'm sorry. And I like Tommy. But dude, at some point you got put out a half-hour clip or something, man, of the movie. He hasn't done anything on it. I mean, but then I think he might have ran, I don't know. I can't say yes or no. I'm not. All I know is that's a long time been doing a documentary. It ain't like he's doing a scripted film. He's doing a documentary. Documentaries are, yeah, you want to do research and all of that. But to be honest, it don't take 5 years if you're really serious about it. And he did put out a post that it was coming out this year. He didn't say when, but he definitely said it was coming out this year. And it probably is coming out this year. I could be wrong. I would love to see it. I actually would pay to go see it. I really would. Because I think that's a movie that definitely needs to be made. It needs to be made right away. I'm surprised TVA hasn't done it himself. But TVA, I think he's going over a general scope that involves that. So that, to me, that makes just as much sense, if not even more. But like I said, I don't blame Tommy for moving out of YouTube and the fact he probably not making as much money. That's another story. But I definitely could feel why he would not want to be dealing with that mess anymore, among other things. Because it don't, like I said again, it don't make any sense. Well, first of all, I know one of the reasons why I think it's a good reason why for him to move, because at least if you're really about being a fan of his, if you're a fan that's completely diehard about Tommy, you won't have a problem paying for to watch him, and that goes for the haters too. But most of the haters ain't gonna be crazy enough to pay if they don't like him. If anything, I think you're really stupid if you would pay to watch Tommy online and then trash him. That's dumb as hell. But that's another whole story. But like I said, I don't blame him, because who wants to deal with that? You want to deal with positive people, and I'm the same way about my channel. If you start trolling my channel, I'm gonna blast you. I'm gonna put you on blast. I'm gonna put your name out there and everything. I'll put your YouTube name out, put it like that, so people will decide for themselves: are you even worth the time to even watch? Now, I don't have a lot of subscribers. I'm just under 200 myself. And I'm fine with that, because they diehard fans. They're people who listen. I appreciate each and every one of you on YouTube. I got 1,000 subs on Twitter. Got just over 1,000 subs, which is, I'm still trying to figure out how is it I got 1,000 subs on Twitter and only got 1/10 of that on YouTube. I average 300 to 500 listeners a month. What is this fool doing? I average 3 to 5. There's probably between 300 to 600 listeners a month on Spreaker. And I have other channels. I have Twitch, I have Livestream, I have Ustream, and I need to set those up. I just haven't spent the time to do it. But I'm gonna try to do something where I can put all of them on there at the same time. And in fact, I might put some recent broadcasts on both YouTube, from both YouTube and Spreaker, on those other channels. I'll probably record them and post them. I just haven't had time to do it. Yeah. But, nevertheless, Lil B said he wants to do more shows with me. And I'm so glad that I can get a chance to do it. I'm going to try to get Dre on, my brother on there. I'm trying to get him on there probably this or next weekend. We got a lot of talking. We got a lot to catch up on as well anyway. But that's another story. But, wow. Like I said, I don't blame him, because it doesn't make any sense that in 2018 African Americans are going to harass you for being an African American with an opinion. Yet, if they say anything and you feel some kind of way about that, they'll have a fit. And usually I don't. I'll just learn to agree to disagree. But it ain't that way with them. It's like one way or the highway. And I've seen it happen many times. And personally, I don't care. But I'm getting like my girl Lovely T. who I watch. I admit I do watch a couple of her YouTube videos every day. I don't watch all of them, but I do watch a few of them. Catch some key ones. But nevertheless, she said, you know what? Let your haters be your motivators and move on. She said she don't even respond to them. And truthfully, I don't blame her. Because I'm at to a point where I'm not going to start responding to them anymore myself. Matter of fact, I am right about there where I don't want to respond to them anymore. Because they've gotten to a point now where we just make you mad. And then you may not be able to add any extra subs because of that. And I think that's what also happened to Tommy, but I'm not 100% what really went down with why he's having issues with YouTube. But I don't blame him for leaving. I can tell you that right up front, because I actually was considering that myself. I had like 3 or 4 additional channels, but I just haven't set up my video accounts on yet. I haven't done much video on most of them. So that's the only problem with that. But otherwise, it's all good. What is it? These people act like they ain't got nowhere else to go. And yes, I'm blocking it in because this one lane. There's no outside lane. It's a service lane. But nevertheless, nuts. All right, guys. I got work to do. I got because I'm thinking about doing that myself with the YouTube thing. I mean, YouTube's okay. I may continue to post my Spreaker podcast on like I'm doing every day. Although I haven't done one, I haven't posted in a while. I've done like 13 podcasts in this past week just on my phone alone. And I got several of them I got to post, but I want to go through and make sure that they're the right ones I want to put up and go from there, like this one. All right, guys. Live podcast coming up this weekend. I'm hoping sometime this weekend. Yeah, likely, more than likely it will be. I just don't know if it's going to be tonight or tomorrow. But I'll give you a heads up on before I start. I know something else, and before I go, a lot of YouTubers have been doing what I've been doing for the last 2 years. I actually post a preview of my shows to acknowledge when I'm coming on. Because I said, wait a minute, several YouTubers have done it. Because I've seen on other, I'm trying to think of one. Matter of fact, Lovely T has did a couple on a few of them recently. You know, post people, announce people, say, hey, I got a live show, people come on tonight. I'm going to start back doing that too. But, all right, just want to let you know. I would be posting the podcast or a quick blurb to let you know when I'll be doing my live shows. So, probably be from Spreaker and post it out there so everybody know. All right, guys, this is DJ Wolf. I want to say thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing to me on YouTube, Spreaker, and Twitter. All right, guys. Love y'all. Take care. Be blessed. Be safe. Have a great weekend. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Passover and happy Easter to everybody. Talk to you guys later. I'm out.